Alright, Southeastern PA Community Watch out and about today in Philly. We got our friends Wolfie Gladly. Who's this guy? Whoops, where are you? There you are. I really gotta get my sun glare freaking fixed. I gotta get like a screen for my phone. But yeah, Keys, Philly News Now, Pennsylvania Talkie, Counterterrorism. Oh, I know you changed your name.
With Southeastern PA Community Watch.
So this is a old U.S. Post Office building, which is no longer being used as a post office. So what is this? A human resources? Not human resources. What do you call this building, Keith?
This
Human
is supposed
services?
to be the IRS, but I think it's Human Services.
That's the Human Services. And the IRS is supposed to be inside. So I'm going to go in and ask them why they're extorting money from every American when the 16th Amendment was never ratified by 2/3 of the state.
You said you don't have.
Nice building.
This is new. This work here, that hasn't been up all the time.
Nice. Nice. See something, say something, huh? Wow. I see a lot of things.
How y'all doing, sir?
We're doing great.
Yeah, you can't do that, sir.
What can't we do?
Okay.
Can't film enough.
Yeah, this is a no, it's not public. This is for the employees only.
Oh, the IRS isn't here?
Huh?
IRS isn't here? The Internal Revenue Service doesn't have an office here?
Yeah, the public one is on Arch. This one is just for the employees.
Gotcha.
No, it's not for visitors.
Visitors right there, directory sign.
Right, visitors who are coming in to do business. No, one second.
Beautiful building. Man, look at that.
I know, what do you need information about?
No, this is a public building, right?
No,
It is not.
This is not a public building?
No.
Taxman don't want it?
They do private business here, not the public. It's not open to the public. It's just the employees.
This is not the IRS building?
Yes, for the employees only, not for the public.
So, right, so it's publicly funded.
So there was another door here in the front, it was for employees only. You guys see that?
That's not like a court in here, not like a building.
This is a public funded building.
Unfortunately, you don't know the law. They're just security guards.
We understand. Right, and you're providing information, but I mean, it's still, you can't go into public meetings.
Yes, you can. Yes.
Right, of course you can.
That's what they're for. What a public building's for, if you can't go into them.
Yeah, I'm just backed up out of the way a little bit.
Coming over, gentlemen.
Hey, we're just trying to go around and see
Actually, I want to go up to the IRS office. I got a few questions for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this is
Ask questions.
a closed facility. Closed, yes.
But we walked right in, sir. It says visitors must sign in or something right here.
That's correct, but you...
Visitors. I mean, that's not for visitors.
Yeah, you can go on.
Why do they get to go on?
Say it again.
Why do they get to go on?
They're employees.
They got that.
You have ID?
I don't carry ID. I don't contract with them. No, that's subject like that.
So we... So we're not allowed to go in to talk to the IRS?
No, not this building, but we're close to the public. But we do have a location at 6 and Arch y'all can go to.
Okay, good.
So, but I understand,
This is paid for by public tax dollars, this building, so we should be able to film in public areas, not in offices and things like that.
I understand.
So for us to be stopped to not film in a public building is actually against the law.
Okay. Y'all being peaceful and, you know.
Oh yeah, I actually did have, I thought this was the building for the IRS for real, and I do have to ask them a few questions. That's really why we stopped in here. Did not realize it was for employees only, which is fine. I understand that.
That's it.
And the other office for the public is down there.
To the public there, y'all can go to.
What was it again?
It's 600 art.
600
art.
art.
600 art.
Arch is another office.
Well, that's where, that's open to the public.
You know, speak to whoever just here. This is where they do all the behind the scenes stuff.
I understand.
Just not over, so you're not blocking
I understand. You know, but we still should be able to at least go through the
that's what I'm
public
saying.
building.
I understand. You know, you're going to exercise your rights as long as you're doing it in a peaceful.
Oh yeah, we're not
And I had no
not here
problem.
to cause any problems at all.
What's this about?
I guess you don't get this that often, huh?
No, so we need a little excitement for the day. I guess you know, every day can't go smooth.
There you go.
That's how I don't really.
It is Friday the 13th, they say, right?
But yeah, as long as, you know, some people come in here trying to rush it, you know.
Are you
They
serious?
now, yeah, I don't know. We got to be prepared for that type of stuff.
No doubt.
So, you know, that's it. Right? But you know,
no doubt.
like it's peaceful. I understand. Keep everything calm.
So you guys waiting for something in writing, I guess, that says we can't go in? Yeah, that's why I'm over here. I don't want to cause any issue at all, man.
You know, we want the employees to still come to work.
Absolutely.
And y'all do your thing. So what's going to happen here now, we're going to we got contact, we got federal police that come over.
Good. FPS or DHS or something?
Yeah,
FPS,
so
good.
they'll come in.
They know us real well.
Take it over.
We've been to quite a few buildings. They're like, oh, hi, guys. Okay, so they did call FPS. So that's good, actually. That's actually a good thing.
They, I have a question that maybe you can get one of them answers.
This guy's pretty forthright.
Do you know which one the real ID is? They're blocking the door. They're blocking the door.
Just like the secure side.
Yeah, no problem.
Sir,
No problem.
you can't block the entrance.
So the real ID basically is the new ID government thing that they issuing.
Right.
And it got all the holographic and all the security
One of those
features.
things
You don't need
coming
one of those starting October 1st to enter any federal building.
Oh, I thought it was 2020, but it's actually moved up to 2019, October 1st.
I hear you. I see that. I'm not 100% sure. It might be 2020.
Yeah, I think I've seen 2020 because I really don't want to get one. I mean, my God, your driver's license was gold for how many centuries, you know what I mean? And passport was good anywhere, you know, and now they gotta have this federal ID. And that's kind of what we fight about is this intrusion into our privacy and these policies that are not law to stop us from going into places just to get transparency.
And I understand. And if you can do something about it, it starts with this. Then hey, you got somebody that gets things. So I respect it.
I appreciate that. And we are at the lower level, both of us here, meaning that neither of us really change anything. But in reality, we have changed some things in the past. You know, awakening and educating and hoping people that are in authority like yourself has a mind like you do. Very few don't.
Okay. I be feeling like I need to be but I understand the voice and that's the only way you can make change moving forward in society.
Correct.
It's people to stand up when they see injustice and things that are wrong.
Look how the
Let's go
Vietnam
off of
War
history.
stopped. Look how the civil rights movement moved forward.
And it all takes
It's
us
all because people
to make
standing up saying, no,
Like, no, we're not
stop,
doing this anymore.
no, this is not
And
right.
then this might be the start of us changing, and then people will be able to come in here.
It actually is.
It might be.
It
You
actually
never
is. We have this movement for a while now, and like I said, there has been a lot of changes. We've all been falsely arrested and tased, just for standing up for our First Amendment right to film in public
completely
places.
understand.
It's a shame. It's more of an educational thing. He was saying that this building and all federal buildings soon will require the federal ID, which he thinks is October 19. I think it's October 2020 you have to have it by. Yeah, it is 2020. Yeah, that's what I thought. So your driver's license will be no good to get into federal buildings, airports, things like that. So if you want to fly,
You need that
Yeah.
real identity issue with all the holographic security features.
Like a chip in it so they can track every movement.
It is facial recognition and all that stuff. It's purposely done to track
And
you.
when's this supposed to happen?
You have to have, you can get it anytime you want now.
But it's gonna switch over.
By October 2020, you will not be allowed in certain areas or certain buildings without it.
Not under my reign.
Well, that's kind of what we're discussing and how funny and silly that is. And
I'm running for president, bro. Can't tell you that.
he is.
I'm running for president. Can't tell you that.
If you are good, president.
When I win, that's not gonna happen.
President Prasad.
Oh, okay.
I actually did run in 16 as an independent. Filled out all the
Did you get
forms.
any heat behind it?
No, I got a couple 300 votes.
Got
Never
300
even
votes?
close to enough to become anything important. But it was a
pass the first
lifelong
thing.
dream of mine.
We need to run for
To
it.
become president, to change the world for the better, because I've seen so much injustice, I've seen so much push against humanity and death and wrongness and evil, and I say to myself, how can anybody do that to a fellow man? I couldn't. So I said, it's time to change. But when I got old enough, I realized you would never become president unless you do this, that, and the other thing, and sell your soul to the devil and all this other shit. So I just, as a lifelong dream, I filed all the forms with the FEC, the FCC. I was listed as an independent, as if you would look on who was legally to be for president, my name was listed there. And okay, I did my job.
So you fulfilled that lifelong
Right.
dream.
I knew it wasn't going to go anywhere, but at least I did
But
it.
you did it, though. So you look back and say, I tried.
And just like here, and my activism, I'm getting older. Life wasn't like this when I was 19, 20,
I'm pretty sure it's a big
30.
thing. Some things fair, some that were not.
Well, that 9/11, that false flag, call it what you want, believe what you want, I've studied it, I know the truth, was really the basis behind taking the rest of our freedoms away from us with the Unpatriot Act that was signed. There goes your habeas corpus, there goes your detainment. They can put you away in some room without charging you for a crime for as long as they feel like, man. That's not America. That's not what our rights are about. And for that to be taken away from us, and every day more and more rights are being taken away from us, someone really just needs to stand up to say, hold on, man, let's talk about this. But nobody wants to talk. And so we're out here trying to get accountability and transparency for the money that are stolen from us through taxes. That gets used.
That's definitely true.
Well, it is. The 16th Amendment was never ratified back in the day by 2/3. I don't want to get into it. But anyway, so let's see what my hard-earned money that you're stealing from me under threat of force goes and does. And why should anybody be ashamed or worried about that?
So let me ask you this. Why would you want to come here?
Again, seriously, we were told this was the IRS building, and I definitely need to discuss some things with the IRS.
So you don't agree that they should have certain buildings that's off limits?
I didn't realize that. So
This is just one of the ones that's off limits.
Understandable. You and I will agreed that's understandable. Right or wrong, that's a whole other story, and I'll respect what you are telling me now, and I won't go any further because that's the way it is.
Yeah.
It's up to City Hall and Congress and the Senate to pass laws to allow you people to realize that we can come in now.
So all buildings, you say
Right.
you think all federal buildings,
Any
the public should be
publicly funded building,
Got you. And
people
I
should
understand.
be able to go in and see what is going on.
and if they change that, then yeah, you come on
And
in.
it's really not changed. It's still, we are still allowed to. The policies of these alphabet agencies restrict us, take away our constitutional rights. We do have the right to walk right by you guys, by law. But the policies, and you are told as a security guard, don't do this, don't allow
Well,
that.
then I find myself
That
on a
is
job,
correct.
and I don't want that.
That is correct. And I don't want to jeopardize
Yeah.
anybody.
So
But again, so the law is already there that we're allowed to do this. It's the policies enacted upon those laws or rights that are stopping us to do what we are allowed
and
to do.
when you explain it like that, it's completely wrong. They do take a lot of money,
They do.
so I can understand.
So why not let me look at your book? Let me see how things are. Everything up and up. Okay,
So-
good job,
and then
guys.
You probably can do that, but it's probably some statute form you gotta fill out or something.
Well, there's always something in the way.
You know,
There's always a
and they
brick
don't
wall.
probably tell you that
Okay.
that's what you gotta do to
Right.
do it.
And it's a shame that there has to be a brick wall. Like right now, you guys are the brick wall, but you're not doing
But
it on purpose.
not for me.
Well, of course.
I just have a job to do.
Of course.
That's it.
And I thoroughly understand all of that.
But I try to look at people and take it from both sides, you
Yeah,
know.
both.
So I understand what y'all doing here, and I don't have a problem with it, you know, not at all.
And sometimes it gets heated, and sometimes he was just thrown out of an
People
office
like
the
to
other
be
day.
a power struck. I'm not like that.
Good. And you know what should you be? You deal with the public. You need to respect the public. You guys are respecting the public. I understand you're like that's
But you
as
see-
far as you go.
Is one of y'all like that's really like him?
Yep.
It's like I probably gotta talk to him to be like a better people person. He's the problem that y'all thing y'all got.
He's been thrown out of more buildings than all of us.
That I can see it. He's the problem.
He's
Don't
is
take
very
him.
outspoken.
Yeah, you need to really talk to him.
We do. We do.
And I don't know y'all, and I can already see it.
Right.
He's the problem. So that's why y'all have
Okay,
getting
I
based
hate
and
using
everything.
that word, but he is the most outspoken, and he will
I
push.
seen as soon as y'all came in here, everybody was cool.
Yeah, Keys is the wild card, man. Yeah, he's been pushed out of multiple buildings physically.